What up, people? This is Simon doing the same theory, all the way from Sparta Trades Mill Hospital. So we will come you on Beyond the Vision podcast brought to you by Eastern Visionary Youth with the funding from Evils, CEDA, and regional SRHR fund. So today, guys, we brought you the nice topic, interesting topic. It is prevention of HIV and STIs. As you can see, I have my guests here, the health provider and the change agent. So let them introduce themselves. So I'll start with the health provider. Madam,
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Jivola Malau, Adolescents from my teaching clinic.
Okay, and gentlemen.
Yes. Hi, my name is Aisha Tim, PhD from Namsich.
Educator from Namsech. So, Matala Bilyaka today we brought you the interesting topic, prevention of HIV na my STIs. So, Madam, very good one who do not know what STIs are and what HIV is. So, start first with HIV. We're breaking it down to HIV, which our viewers understand what HIV is.
Okay, so in our local language we say HIV na STI ni matenda yakatengerayo. So ni matenda etumatenga through mukugona naye. So so number one, mainly tumatenga through mukugona naye. If inagona na muntu ali na matenda, obviously nizashita bwanji nizatenga. So my HIV is also part of sexually transmitted infection. I know many people feel like maybe HIV is not a sexually transmitted infection. It is, and a very difficult one to treat because it's a life-threatening. Until you die, you deal with it.
No.
So yeah, and then when we talk about, so we have different types of STIs.
Or in Yes,
they are different. We have different types of STIs. These are sexually transmitted infection. Number one, the bigger one, we have HIV.
Okay.
Number two, we have syphilis. I think just come up one syphilis.
I don't know if it's Swende. I think it's
Swende.
Swende.
Then we also have gonorrhea. Yeah, we have bola. We have I have this issue, this many serious issues that we have with women. Very point they'll come with no na dwara fango. Everything to them is fango. No, sometimes it's my STI. So when you have something that is not okay on your body, you better go to the clinic so that you can be attended to. So number three, we have cervical cancer. Cervical cancer is sexually transmitted infection.
Oh, cervical cancer is also transmitted through sexual intercourse.
Yes.
Oh, it's good.
And they are in the same family with HIV. What causes cervical cancer is also violence.
Oh. So you were saying that the HIV is a sexually transmitted infection as well as the cervical cancer. Cervical cancer is sexually.
Yeah.
It's called it's caused by a virus.
A virus, yes.
My hearing, I heard that virus sima treating it and then I cured before.
It can be cured, it can only it can only singachope to be once waleka kumwa mampala nishi tumadoe kwenda pachani pamwamba.
Yeah.
So the only safe place for you if you have HIV is continuation of taking drugs and following up mankwala and issues your putting that door to get into yes.
Okay. So I would say amongst the young people that have been attending to when we start to attend my young people, health facility, how is the prevalence rate? I would say number. You want to come young people living with HIV na matenda mna.
I think I'll give a good clap to Ministry of Health or for One Health Organization. Currently, at least the number has reduced because it used to be high.
Okay.
And it used to be high, and this is why funders like this one?
It's Hivos and
Hivos. This is why we have funders like Hivos and came into play because let me say back then, there were a lot of young people having HIV because they didn't know what to do. And this is why we have this program whereby we can teach young people about safe measures, the methods that they can use to prevent themselves from acquiring these the So, and this is why we have different organizations that talks about it. Because most of the young people do not have information about their sexual reproductive health. Because these are children that are told that no, sexy uzapya nitente.
Or they've been told to say ukakona na mtu uzapya, like
those are the statements that you hear. No, sex is tente. So you find that by the time, if you don't tell them this information, they'll end up sleeping with someone that has what?
Has to swende, has syndrome. So I'd say, okay, looking at I'll go to the exchange agent. Looking at what the madam has said. So I will first ask you about syphilis, or let me just say my STI is among gonorrhea. So I'm among young people because I believe community. So how do you see is it that my numbers they are or they are reducing?
But for now, my numbers yes, with my base father, my numbers is in the airport that I don't know my bana pay community. Ipatani wala man. Yeah, so pongani wala wapatimo tabisika si watenga. But so kutala badilipe information. Ukatwala wezo mkali ile kunyumba. Wezo na mangala wapizika si na kalonda. So kwa wangu wangali la so sio nisani. But now mama pondisa. Mama pondisa no kabila kaso kwenda clinic so man sibuka. Wanasibuka ndele kuno ndaona kaso karibu wasicheko yote patanga ndio hospital. So man anasipigira.
Oh, the government and the non-government organization, they are really working. So, madam, so like in terms of, we find challenge, the young people find challenges, especially matching agents, in terms of disseminating the information in the community. Because on Wakalina, I would say depends, so Kapanama believes, they still believe to say that if you talk about sex, because you kind of community, and upon some party, my stay is, then I'm going to believe if you talk about sex, it's taboo. So how do you deal with those challenges? Like when talking about no, since people come up very sexy, it means that you are promoting and stuff. So how do you handle those situations?
Number one, as you say, different organizations are working towards that. And this is why this organization is there. I believe so. Yes. You are building resilience and for youth and sexual reproductive health.
Climate justice.
Yeah. So so this is the program that the Ministry of the World Health Organization took to work hand in hand with different organizations. And for example, in Zambia, we cannot do this alone. We have to work with we work with Ministry of Education because ndiko physical and school. And this is why this time around, dear parents, if you don't tell your children this information about STI, it's because it will lead up to school.
Yeah, that's true.
So the Ministry of Education and Ministry of Health are working what?
Hand in hand.
And with other organizations trying to help a young child, an adolescent who is trying to achieve education. Remember, there is free education this time around. Now, free education with free education, and also if you're not careful, you also get free HIV.
Free HIV without
paying. Maybe on the party biscuits, Tiara, you get HIV. This is where we say free HIV getting. So it's better I want the parents to work hand in hand with the young people. And because many of the times that we go to my mizungu, my school, utafunzisako bana, pale my mental health, pale my sexual feelings, because bana, bali na my sexual feelings. mweyakambira kuti bali pa stage yapa
Yola.
yolavalaava
Atonzole kuliko sakate.
yes, so in Tonga we say wasiraji tuyo yandola. So meaning pa stage pe afika mwana pa stage yakutanga katenjoka nokamba kuti singanyiro njoka nje pa stage where you are. Words these are not enough for you because so it's better we teach as they are growing up. Let the young people know that they have what sexual feelings.
So like okay, as you say, think of sales different organizations, different stakeholders like Wabu School and stuff. So I change agent. Recently as you said that back then my numbers were very high of young people contracting my STIs and sexually transmitted infection. So what I'm getting is like what we are the causes of young people to be engaging themselves into sexual activities with STI. Change is what was the cause?
Dala and the information. Since the points. It's basically like when I have matinda, but Susie and then ubona na mtu mwenyangu umpasira susiba. So after my organization ngabwera yanambo kunzisa makomezi kukunzisa no kama nakaso mpika mwenda kwa hospital mapini kwa so inapenda pia manje ya pamaenda hospital kaona shika liponze baende hospital chikumiwa badwala treatment kwa kabisa.
So like madam, this question goes back to you on the challenges because sometimes not going in my community we go to disseminate information, maybe give services. So what's the main challenge, like you being on the ground working with young people? What's the main challenge? What's the main cause of the numbers of STIs back then, as you said that back then they go high in the numbers?
As you say, number one was lack of information.
Yes.
When they be information
so information is same okay, information and then sensors indicator
and to send those zero with the idea, yes. So to keep cool is the information and the importance of HIV testing, consistent consistent kuma mambala. Those are the things that have helped out. We continued going, tawaendera ma community, tawapelekera vileze, taenda kubapima mu community, badweta pesa na matenda, bananjwa pa mankwala. All those things helped out because the more muntu yakumwa mankwala, tudoe tuchepa muntu pina chance yo pasa wena kuyenda kubanji, yenda pana.
Also like the more akuma tudoe tumaboya
Tienda tubelera pankeri tuzapaka bwanji.
Yes,
it's more like tuzabona tuzapeza kati ye mpamvu yoshita bwanji yo pasio because of yo kumwa mankwala. Because paja kwenzere chiri chindikizo ku bantu yakuti no sindi weweka we kumwa mankwala sintumwe bonse pamoja. That helped out. Stigma, we also fought with stigma. Bantu wenzena stigma kampeza na matenda kudara shina nani uko bayo pawena mwezopa kudia pamoja. All that it was what done away through what information giving.
So like
and the other thing that came in that is helping is information in the media. I believe what you're doing here, yes, trying to share information to the people who can research the one to all these things are helping out. And once you go on Facebook, wherever information, googling a child HIV, right? The information, yeah, but kudala information was what limited.
Okay, so
it was embarrassing to talk about HIV by then.
Yes, so I've heard you talking about other people believing that social God get up HIV positive and stuff. So like I would say, okay, I think out there's someone who still believes in say if someone is HIV positive, now in a thing and close, you're supposed to social distance.
Because that's what people used to believe, that say, we soon you remember that Kigimaya COVID where
social distance.
Social distance. But with HIV it's not there's nothing like that.
So you can eat with
You can eat in the same plate. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, so like this change agent. What do you think are the I would say the main fluids in which HIV can be transmitted? Because Mongare believe of the saliva, according to me, saliva HIV can be transmitted. So what would you say about that?
Saliva ndimo but ndimo percentage of single percent.
So what are okay, my fluid bonds like HIV now.
By 5 food, minimum
HIV represent, yeah.
When breast milk, ndimo HIV. When blood, it is almost ndimo HIV. When na vagina fluid, ndimo HIV. When na anal fluid, ndimo HIV. When na semen, ndimo HIV.
Okay, that's great. So, our dear viewers, this is Beyond the Vision podcast brought to you by Eastern Visionary. So, as we've heard, muri change agent ma fluids yali 5 muri HIV at muri semen, blood, and breast milk, vaginal fluid, and anal fluid. So, this time around, what the company of prevention HIV and STIs. So, we are going on a short break. Stay tuned. Okay, our dear viewers, welcome back to our podcast Beyond the Vision brought to you by Eastern Visionary. So, Tenzokamba Palima Prevention. So, we are back to our main topic now. So, Takamba Palima fluids, and we've talked about HIV, how it can be transmitted. So, now, I think we should go on how we can prevent. So, Madam, take us through. Takamba Palima HIV tips. It can be passed on through sexual intercourse. Now, what's the prevention? Angazitete bwana matenda na HIV na ma STIs ma MV.
Okay, so I'll talk about 4 major things. Number 1 is abstinence.
Abstinence.
Yes, abstinence. Say it.
Abstinence. So,
Abstinence in the chain, right?
Yeah.
Yes, we talk about abstinence in the chain. They also talked about the issue of cervical cancer.
Yes.
So what they do, vana vachikepere between 9 to 14 years, vamwe vanasa manyereti, yo yes, so that is akatenge cervical cancer because before vayamba kugonewa vana, it's better we prevent them.
Yes.
Number 2, we are going to talk about I'm going pamono.
Yes.
Muntu akambako something is saying that my fluids akambako pari mukaini. Yes. So the issue of kuyamba antinento. Muntu wakazatyala ulina mimba ukile waenda ku kliniki, wakaenda ku kliniki kuja wakakupime ulina matenda zakupasa mankwala. Ezale ngesa kuti chance yako yopasa mwana matenda ende pachani. Yes, so that by the time mwana abazo ishi olumumyuki mshijisho patipendeze kamba kuti tuzagonelela tuzagona meaning na mtu tusashita bwanji zapezeka. So azimani mwakangaratela na mimba chinji endeze kienda kuchani
Continental.
Continental ai ndongo itende shikimo. So let's start and visit early. Number 2, I've talked about abstinence in the chain. Dear young girls, keep your virginity. This is why we say virgin what? Virgin power.
Virgin power.
We still want that. We still want to speak about that. We still want to campaign about that. Now, let me go to the things that put together. Once there's nothing we can do. But now, since things that chitika, what are we going to do? Number 1, kwetima kamba kuti PEP. PEP kamba kuti post-exposed prophylaxis. Post meaning chachitika kudala. Muntu uyu agonewa kudala. na muntu maybe wenzesenzesa condom vino sinifuna kamba pali condom kuna mnyama takambe
condom yake
zaikata ni
usaikata condom
zaikata maybe akabiresi
mwana virakane so
nifuna kamba pali pepo mwenda nakambira kuti ni post exposed prophylaxis. So prophylaxis ndiye jamangwala etima pasa ku bantu akuti asatenge matenda o achepesa ko chance yakuti uyu muntu sazatenga matenda because akumwa mankwala. For example, nene health worker ninasa ko iwe nyereti mistake ya brandizera pakuliga yatoka direct mweme kamba pali ma blood shan ma fluid pali ma fluid direct ya bayanila kamini so that in health worker ntatenge matenda mzaenda kuti vanipase mangwala because I'm exposed. Post meaning
chachitikaka
yes. So nizambo kumwa mangwala haya chapeshe wazanchi maicha hivi kapeza kuti zona mitani niliye zema kapeza kuti niliye wazani pasa mangwala yepepu
so okay so ati for example mwaka mbele kuti mwa as a health provider patala mulasa muntu then by mistake maybe nyereti akula sango namwe
yes
that's when
you take this and then taenda na mnyama atauko mwenda na girlfriend gwino mwezi mayamba kusenzi tachinji ono then ya best chinji ya polika mungawele ku clinic kuti nenze chita program then kondo meshita bwanji ya polika mande siniziva polika na mungande yangambika kondo mungawele kuti basista ine ukukweneze naenda uku kondo meshita bwanji yangambika baza kupima then nokuyambisa mangwala aya yeti kamba kuti pepe so that usatenge because kama tekinga ko to madays kuti kaja kantu kakule before kakula kazapezeka kwa kaja kantu kakudia mchana blood so kakaenda mtu kapeze kulimangala kazake chini
kule watikali kachifwena nda
then kuyana ngeti makamba kuti pre expose
post takamboti ukaka expose pre ukaliyo ukala expose before you
pre or ukati for example mwe nimego kwatira then madamu wanu kapezeka kuti wana HIV imwe vampima napezeka kudini so that mtatenge HIV bazamba kapa mankwala ati yeti kamba kuti pre
exposed
prophylaxis.
Okay, pre-exposed prophylaxis.
So that navaja vantu vari vangala kuti umoza ina matenda angachitike bwanji the other one can be protected.
So you're una get
yes as long as njira yako so vantu monga veva funga kuma mambala for example mukabachara monga leti makamba kuti vantu leti makamba my sex workers.
Oh, my sex workers.
What word do we use by the way?
Kai imbo offensive mama mahore.
No. Let's say my sex workers.
My sex workers.
Yes. So often katashita bwanji, tawa often kakutenga mamba. Because twanga zile mwe. Yes.
Okay.
Then kali mambala, there's something beautiful that has come. So kuli kuna ile mtu type kuriyokumwa na yola.
Ili bimawasi.
Asipuri wakula asa kanyereti lero wakula asa after 1 month obera sochi wakula asa then ijamanti zambo obera asa 2 months.
So meaning akakula asa first.
Nishi wakakula zambo senza mtu for 1 month. Then wakabeka number 2 nishi wambo obera asa 2 months.
Oh, so 2 months so kulie kukapira.
Yes, kulie.
Okay.
Yes, so mantisiriza wae mantitwafu mawele. Then hapa kuyena nge ina bora ya 6 months akakula satwi. Wakalata mjeno endo bora mujuni sote mchani.
January.
So I don't know why mantitwafu na mchita bwanji kubwera kushikata. Sina kambeko pali makozi.
So hapa now with our dear viewers tambua kuti kuli pepu hii ati yumama ngati for instance lestika mangozo kona na mukuzuza status yake or maybe through shaftuzi kakula sako uchita avoid kuti ungatengeko matenda kuli PrEP and then kuli PrEP ngati for instance partner wako ali HIV positive usuli HIV positive ungazingeko kuti usite prevent kuti usatoleko kakadroyo and then good part ya atikwera nayo lasa first 1 month ukawera number 2 yambo senza 2 months kumakukuza bwino so that ya 6 months uzambola sabe kapena ni kabili ni is it kabili kabili tiala mwe. So now we go to the change agent. Change agent wateteza ko the good news. So change agent take us through kuli nani mikatundu bwana
ulikatundu ni kondo kondo imateteza na eve ma STI na HIV.
Okay.
So ukayizinga correct mchemushi ngakuteteza. But if tunayizinga correct ngatabisike kuti wayizinga wangala na eve matenda na tunayizinga correct tunayizinga but tunayizinga correct mchemushi au iteteza HIV na STI
na bumu
ngani ya bwino
so kujuzinga zabe kondo mimozi laundi moja
so kule saka zitu zote chipupa ngati waikapo vipupa vili wapatikiza ndepa pachulimba lomba mwakambira so ni mozi diara laundi mozi okay
ni patikize
so like makambodi njira kuli njira yofungo konka like fungo using correct and say how using correct bwana ndichani fungo ndondomeko so fungo konka kuti ukambotwa igrease nchito njira yake
so this thing katinga kondo pinga checking expiry date.
Okay.
Kwezi sungaji chintu chite expire. Wenda mshuko kula ban news expire ungaji. So same now. Sunga sindi sekondo news expire. Mwanzo kuti kusegula pa chitima panga ma mistakes. Tima segula sema tamta ngozi na omeni. So pesa kapoluma pacha. Walumia ngozi. Yeah. So tabisika wazinga kondo mbatu wapesika kuna matini. So ngozi kunsa why natinga kwanza kasi unairo so kungamba inatmazigzag ngayo mayone inatmazigzag
ati kwa zigzag
so ndiye ukusivuta kwepo kunambi so ingambi lasi mchemoshi elokene kungamba bali ngamba kuma kapendesi kusaidia tu pese kwa space ngambi then kungamba mchemoshi ndiye uzabala kumbo kwa bala pasiliza akakutose patina wako ungazinge tishu naitosi notukuzinga na kwanda yako direct
so kule kuzinga manja yako direct but na wao mtosa losi ya
but na tukamlie so
that's not a problem tapunzira so I'm really glad today that nazo kama prevention because sense was already all of my HIV in that thing and I said also they may be one of the people who are like practicing stigma, you understand kuti my HIV in that thing and I very so the good news is here guys kuliko PrEP yo status kwa matenda ngaona partner HIV positive because so sana tenga HIV njira uzifundira nangu it was too birthy and stuff so madam so I'm a service magamboti aliko so kushipatala aliko ntunsezo
vya familiko vili mbure na kuno kwa Adolescents clinic tipasa PrEP so sinzo wae bana problem era chena nkene zinaibara kukamba pati ma prevention chintu chikuru once akakupeza na matenda involve your partner
partner apimiwe
yes naye apimiwe because iyo hapa ungasambe na mankwara then uwerere so tukumanzia dot uyengo tenga dot so today and get tena for one to have HIV meaning one of being you need to have one safe partner nenda ganzo kati bakambe ba adolescents ungara na pati na moja each kambi tuma kuno ngara mwe makono ngara hapa mwapika patila vera hapa
Tarawako
yes bola wala waivonse during the time akutaka kupeza matenda na especially matenda ya HIV baza kukosha kuti in the last 6 months or 1 month wakumana na wakazi wangapi wonse hapo information zimashika bwanji ya kunika paka kupeza na syphilis kufunika wakamba kuti wonse na girlfriend wako kufunika waenda kuchana clinic if it's possible leta gene na leta rules leta wonse so leta mpere bwanji treated kai pajanyene tiba ukakamba sizakabweza na feeling debe saka yakawera cha mwamene kujakwezi ni bomb nakuti watenga mankwala vija vimanengesa kuti at some point mankwala zakaleko 7 because yajaira mutu. Yes. So partner involvement chena kuma mankwala faithful ifuna matenda chintu mwe mankwala faithful jene nzokamba kadoa kazashita bwanji kakagona kazakanja kuza kupasika mtuenda
you is equal to you.
Yes.
Undetectable is equal to untransmitted.
Yes.
Okay.
So tingale bwanji tingale serious pakumwa mankwala iti tente tuchivomere tente mwe mankwala so machallenges eti mankwala nayo kuya chikipi
because that was my question. Like, we have these services, but do we have people really come to access these services? I'm aware of to access my services.
More especially Pangani ya PrEP. They are not better no. I think this month this is the reason why.
Okay, these people need to know. Still so I'm aware that maybe this month
yes, Adolescents.
Are these drugs for sale or maybe they are free? Free of charge, completely.
Free of charge.
So many people at Yama, condom, they are free.
This time around, my bag, my condom, my box, everywhere. We've been going the community to distribute
so change agents because I believe you are usually found for facility. So like in terms of accessing one among charge money where start accessing materials.
Community marisa vapana kwera kutenga matisi one sometimes makala mabaya because mapizika kuti parents ongena mumwa wapeza condom asa kufunza chachani because my parents vamationa like vamationa mumwe kwatiti paipepetishi
good boy
na good girls. So besides your community machita kuyangala mbaya. Yeah. So imapezeka kwa apeza condom au kalipi. Nchachani abwera no chita. So yo manje koyo pale ngatinga makondo mu hospital ngapeleka kunyumba izangala akuta zangalipida. Yeah. So yenye manje nda uzangala ule makondo zamusendisa. Bea. Na namba 2 itapezeka kufifia. Ina manda makondo. Uyo bata ngaenda hospital napeza kwa neighbor, uzapeza kwa anizi bazani kusa. Manje nzaimi ni pambalai no mtinga makondo ngalo na makondo ngalo na kwa. Sometimes health workers waenda wapeza muti yao
pesa ni good so
wapeza ni masho so imapezeka kwa ati iwe utu wauze kwa bwere sometimes bwere makondo uzafika kuti inendelea sio mtu wao
akose bana
wao basi kama sisi utengesema
the good part of viewers is that we have a health provider so our health provider, you heard what the young person is saying that how much the man hawan 2 is because of my parents. So this goes to the parents. My parents are doing mtezana kondo mwana mkalipira no mtaira makondo mtu ambaye zoipa when shows this the minded where this is the young person saying. So and then when my health provider that sasa kakafika facility to come and access these services. Muone kana mamudi che you are in your own world kabena ni mabroku kabena ni hardware kabena ni mashoko mwisha rudi ngada rudi na mind people most. That's what the young man here is complaining. So
okay, so when it comes to that, in every facility, every clinic, is what we a space that we call the individual space. So this is space where young people are just installed on the ways and how to approach things.
okay.
So we even have groups here, Nawari, Namatenda, we talk to them so that they're comfortable. And then yenanga kutumapeza ma necessary road every facility, every clinic kumapezeka mundu ari trendy mokambira na vana vachitepe. Yes, specifically namtete here we have our own clinic. Ndamponi here 20
specifically for adolescents.
Yes, for adolescents. So yeah, so let's see. In every clinic there is always someone that is trained. If I want to put your course, I can just simply ask for something, asking for it. The in charge. Because the in charge, there is no way that you can run a clinic without being trained in adolescent health. So you can ask for that information. Then chenangu azmai, azbambo, ambuye, atate. Tenti juu ya kuti wana nao. Wali nayo ma sexual feeling. balinayo mafeelings gyofuna kushita bwanji
gonana
balinayo so tentisayope tentibawoze ekirunga mu baana mwaifekyo mwakamboona tumabere twambochoka tekitusa amabere ndikyo kirengeza kuti bana zindera machani mafeelings gyofuna kushita bwanji kushita bintu byafuna kuchite so let's talk to our children tentibawoze ekirunga mu baana ina nguva traditional beliefs yakuti ni tabu yakuti bamai bake bangaoze mwana pangani ya chana bazatuma mwana kumuzi kuli wambuya manje kumuzi kuja kuli ambuya dando mpunziza chinji ando mpunziza mubini ya mnalu akawelera kuja mwana endo sita bwanji endo bichita and then there was a time where umwana bwera kuno kutenga family planning and should be 17 years amai bake pia wanapeza kapivu banampoka nokati hakuna pita tera 2 months mwana anakwera na vuma nizo poti ya ndani nzea mwana oenzea amai bake
ndani ya kode ya makora
so you've seen so akora takaona kuti tapeza makondo mumba ya mwana sometimes kushitete munga sinachione chana watache pretend then nopeza njira yo kamba na mwana so that mwana atashite bwanji asazi na approach tumasendeza kubana ngova mpeza bali nayo bakula bana apa pa stage pe badi bana at pa stage yakunoziba life bakunoziba kuti ndine ndani my feelings bakuno sikuti sibafuna bakunongana na mimi yeye bakangiwa ku control sometimes right. Okay. Otherwise we will keep on talking. Otherwise thank you so much for having us.
So our dear viewers, tambua kuti no kuli ma services yosiyana siyana. I know these services are not for sale na papata. They are not sold. Kapena kuti ufunika ulipira ko kamanja kuti utole ma services. These services are for free. There is PrEP and PrEP so that you prevent yourselves from HIV. Kuli ma condoms if they are correctly used ati angakuteteze kumimba matenda. So
nola
siwanyere yachile yeah yocha prevent cervical cancer depending on wazimai kuchita prevent cervical cancer. So we've come to an end. So what's your last words kuli my young people out there?
Maana ndio nyakoti magaye ukukunja HIV is real ilipo. So if you are sexual active, please makondoms yalikwaya tetuzinge makondoms ni free ngabwele facility watenga ngayozinge.
Okay, so we'll go to the provider. What's your last word to the viewers?
Wakapeza na matenda bora na mapartners yako wote azima itinti ambe kwenda kuchipimu msanga mapepu wote ziliko and the run think on that night you are loved and always know that your parents loves you because kambi chocho mlingizani kienda kuchita bochita chitamandera munga makolo ya nzampo ndani pali chiko biscuit mchana lollipop o chokoroko pali chokoroko atenga mimba na HIV
pali chokoroko atenga mimba. So thank you so much. So dear viewers, tambua to know HIV is real. We are supposed to prevent. The only way we can prevent is by abstaining. Just abstaining. If not abstaining, if you're sexually active, put my condoms. And if you are found with HIV, please make sure that you're involved my partners to be tested as well, so that they can be on medication as soon as they're found with the virus. So this podcast is Beyond the Vision podcast, brought to you by Eastern Vision and with the funding from EVOS and CEDA and regional SRHR fund. So we'll catch you on our next episode. Stay tuned.